Court takes action on suit seeking to disqualify Tinubu article. Do welcome to today's news, and thank you for tuning in to the news. But please don't forget to subscribe to this channel by clicking on the subscribe button and the bell for more updates. Now to the news details. Please listen carefully to the end. A suit filed by a former Minister of State for Education, Chukwuemeka Nwanjuba, seeking to void the participation of Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu of the All Progressives Congress and Atiku Abubakar of the People's Democratic Party (PDP) in the February 25 presidential election has been dismissed by the Supreme Court. Five-member panel of the Apex Court on Thursday ruled that the appeal by Nwanjuba and a group, the Rights for All International (RAI), was statute barred and had become academic. The appellants had approached the Supreme Court seeking to disqualify both Tinubu and Atiku by requesting a court order to void the party primaries that produced them as presidential candidates. However, Justice John Okoro, who presided over the panel, dismissed the appeal after the appellant's lawyer applied to withdraw the case. Before heading for the Supreme Court, Nwanjuba and RAI had lost at both the Federal High Court and Court of Appeal in Abuja. They alleged that both men bought the votes of delegates to enable them to become flag bearers of their parties. Inyang Ekwo, a Federal High Court judge, dismissed the suit, saying the court lacked jurisdiction to hear the suit on the grounds that the plaintiffs do not have the local standing, the capacity or rights to file the suit. It is only in this country that an association registered for charitable purposes will venture into partisan politics with such audacious sense of impunity, Ekwo had said. The Apex group dropped the suit on the ground that it was statute barred. Now, a particular person, the former Minister of State for Education, who was seeking to disqualify Bola Ahmed Tinubu and Atiku Abubakar as presidential candidates of their political parties, demanding that they should prove those who voted for them during the primaries. But getting to the court, five-man panel that was led by Justice Inyang did not award cost against the former minister for withdrawing his case, when informed that the case was filed outside the time that was prescribed by the law. And Nwanjuba and the civil group, RAI, they are challenging Tinubu's nomination on the ground that he did not disclose the source of which is of the source of his 100 million naira, which he paid to obtain the nomination and expression of interest form in contravention of Section 90, subsection 3 of the Electoral Act 2002, and that the All Progressives Congress (APC) also did not comply with the federal character principle in the composition of the National Working Committee. Mr. Nwanjuba, who appealed to the courts, but his appeal was dismissed, and the court affirmed that the decision of the trial that the action was statute barred. So, he asked the Supreme Court to cancel the processes that produced both Tinubu and Atiku as candidates of their political parties. He had lost at the Federal High Court and also the Court of Appeal in Abuja, on the same grounds that his case lacked merits that could make the courts look into it. Is asking that is asking that Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu did not disclose how he got his 100 million naira for the presidential ticket. Is Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu not worth more 100 million naira? Can't he provide that sum for himself? And also, after the presidential election, he went to the courts. Before the election, he did not, because the election has come and gone. And also, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu was declared the winner. He is now coming out now that the election is over and standing on the ground that during the primaries, who were those that voted for them, and also asking about how they come about 100 million naira. We have come to the end of the news. What's your view concerning what the former Minister of State Education said? Kindly share your comments in the comment section. Thank you.